So guys, this is my first video on this channel because my other got deleted for some reasons, like, yeah, dumb reasons. And I know this video will probably also get hated, but honestly, I don't fucking care because, like, it's the internet and people are assholes, many of them on there, but people will actually listen to my criticism and give me um, a normal critic, and even if it's negative, I appreciate that, but not hate or like for no reason. So it's about, like, I had a similar video on my other channel, and it's about the hate that um, Anthro characters get. Like, not only the furry fandom, many people talk about, like, how the furry fandom and the people in the fandom are hated, but actually nobody really talks about the creatures that are hated, like the anthropomorphic animals. And it's a thing, it's a topic that always bothered me. Um, and especially for the last 3 years or so. And anywhere I go, I experience this kind of hate. This kind of hate, but it's like it's just so deep in my head that even if I don't actively think about it, like when I go outside and um, hear people talking about anime or talking about movies or games or all these things, um, in the back of my head, I always think about, what do they think about Anthro characters? Probably they will hate them again, like many people. They don't care about them or something like this. And I know that hate is worse and more stupid um, than just dismissing it or not caring about it. But I also think that just not caring about it is something that fuels the hatred, or fuels, like, people don't protecting these things. And I mean, yeah, you can't really do anything about it, but it just can't get in my head why so many people just don't care about these creatures. Like, why are they so single-mindedly and just go one route? Like, why aren't they open for everything and just see one thing? And it bothers me so much. Like, every time I hear, yeah, I don't like anthros, or I hate anthros, and yeah, I don't care, and stuff like this. I don't know what to think about them, or something like this. And then I'm wondering, what doesn't many people had, like, a childhood, like, for real, like, or didn't they saw any media, like movies, games, because they are appearing so often in there, even though mostly not as main characters or the main focus, but they often appear in these medias, especially science fiction or fantasy. And then I'm wondering, uh, why 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 do why is it that way? And it hurts, it really hurts, because, like, I'm I'm scared to talk with people about this because I had the experience that nobody would care. And then what I don't also get into my head is, like, why do people love, exaggerate, and overrate kemonomimi so much? Or, like, I always call them nekos or something like this, because, like, they are the sub category of kemonomimis. But yeah, you know what I mean. And, like, I don't want to hate on them, but, like, they just have they are just humans with ears put on them. And I don't get why people love them so much, But then on the other hand, I like Anthro characters. Nah, it's not for me. Or I don't care. Or I hate them. They are not cute. They are not attractive. Something like this, you know? They don't have to find them attractive, of course. But I mean, like, why can't you just appreciate the design of them? Like the effort that people put into them. Like, like me, for example, I also put so much effort in this, in these creatures, or many other great artists, and don't get appreciated by these people just because they are single-minded and some have something against Anthro characters, Anthro animals, and I don't get why. Like they are so much more creative and special in this case compared to Kemono Mimis, but people don't care about them and care more about Kemono Mimis. Like they have a better design, they're cuter and stuff. Why? I don't get it. Like, and it's also like in other cases, like with the avatar creatures, the blue ones, you know, or other fantasy creatures, like especially more than humanoid. Even though sometimes they look uglier than Anthro animals, the people are like, yeah, I love them, we accept them, and yeah, we care about them. But then if there are Anthro animals, no, we don't care at all. Disgusting, get away with it. And I'm like, why? I don't get it. They are one of the most creative, most cutest, most beautiful fantasy creatures that there is. And I don't get why. Like, I don't get why people hate them. Like, you should appreciate every creature in some aspects, you know? But people just don't care or hate or, yeah. And the problem is that also bothers me that in the furry community, people always also protect Kemono Mimis or love them. And if they see Anthro Hate, they don't do anything about it. I mean, you can do much about it, you know, but don't say anything against it, like that it's wrong or something like that. They just accept it. And I don't get why. Like, if you love these animal creatures, why don't you protect them or like you know, stand in for them. No, they just don't say anything. And I don't get it. Like, other people are so toxic about it. Also, the anime community, or also other people. Every community, every people. There are many people in these communities that are against it, and the furry community doesn't do anything about it. But I also have the feeling that the furry community isn't about the Anthro characters itself anymore. More about, to be honest, more about sexual stuff or more about um, like living a life, living the animal you would be or something like this. You know, it's also like I just feel alone because of these things. Like I'm the only. If I have the feeling I'm the only person who thinks like that, who yeah, who like is not that single-minded or like stands in for it, but it doesn't work if just one person does it, you know. So yeah, and like I said, you just see Kimono Mimi fans hating on Anthro characters, but you never, I think I never saw that, or maybe just a couple of times in comparison, um, that furries hate love Anthro characters but hate Kimono Mimi characters. Like you never see that, like so rarely. And yeah, I would like to know what you think about it. Like, let me know in the comments, and yeah, maybe we are thinking the same or something like this, you know. And yeah, then I would say have a nice day, and yeah, goodbye.